Once upon a time, there was a small village nestled in the heart of a dense forest. The villagers were kind and hardworking, and they lived a peaceful life. But one day, a new nun arrived at the local convent, and everything changed. The nun was unlike any other they had ever seen. She was tall and slender, with a pale face and dark eyes that seemed to pierce through the souls of those she looked upon. Her presence was ominous, and her demeanor was cold and distant. The villagers grew uneasy around her, but they tried to ignore their fears and carry on with their lives. However, strange things began to happen in the village. People went missing in the dead of night, and their bodies were found mutilated and drained of blood. The villagers were terrified, and rumors began to spread that the evil nun was responsible for the murders. One night, a group of villagers decided to investigate the convent and confront the nun. They made their way through the dark forest, their hearts pounding with fear. As they approached the convent, they heard chanting coming from inside. They pushed open the heavy wooden doors, and their worst fears were realized. The evil nun was standing in the center of the room, surrounded by candles and symbols of dark magic. She was chanting in a language they didn't understand, and her eyes glowed with an unholy light. The villagers tried to attack her, but she was too powerful. She used her magic to control their minds, forcing them to do her bidding. She ordered them to bring her more victims, and they had no choice but to obey. Days turned into weeks, and the village became a place of darkness and despair. The evil nun ruled with an iron fist, and the villagers lived in constant fear of her wrath. But then, one day, a group of brave adventurers arrived in the village. They had heard of the evil nun and came to put an end to her reign of terror. The adventurers made their way to the convent, facing all manner of dangers and obstacles along the way. When they finally reached the nun, they engaged her in a fierce battle. The fight was long and grueling, but in the end, the adventurers emerged victorious. With the evil nun defeated, the villagers were free once more. They celebrated their newfound freedom, and the adventurers were hailed as heroes. But they never forgot the evil nun and the horror she had brought to their village. They vowed to always be vigilant and to never let darkness take hold again.